What does Charles think about Vladimir Soloviev, particularly the points he makes in his book, Russia and the Universal Church?
He's great. I admire Soloviev tremendously. His analysis, I think, is correct. I think that if Russia is ever reconciled with the Holy See, it will be a tremendous force for good in this world.
Soloviev is a writer. What is he known for?
Russia and the Universal Church. Also, he's known for, a short story of the Antichrist, but it's part of a larger work, something in the end of history. A number of other things. He died in 1900, late 19th century philosopher in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
They call him the Russian Newman because he converted to Catholicism.
Okay.
At a time when that was not done. The Orthodox like to say that he returned because he received the Orthodox sacraments on his deathbed. But as we know, there was no other way to get them.
Yeah. And
you or I could have the Orthodox sacraments on our deathbed as far as the church is concerned, without apostatizing.
Interesting.
Because you need those sacraments when you're dying.
Yeah.
And it's more important that you get them than whoever they come from.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So what was, Soloviev's contribution?
Well, several things. Firstly, at the time that he was writing, Russia, and there's been an eruption of this since communism, was in the hands of very much dominated Russian philosophy by the people who are called the Slavophiles. And they got themselves into a kind of a circular argument, as he points out very well. Well, what's the value of orthodoxy? Well, it incarnates the spirit of the Russian people. Okay, but what's the value of Russia? It's the vessel of orthodoxy. What's the value? Yeah. Now, and oddly enough, by the way, at the same time, other thinkers were doing the same thing in France and Spain, vis-a-vis Spain and Catholicism. It's an easy circular thing to get into.
Yeah.
But he pointed out that in its earliest days, both the Church in Russia and Byzantium had, in fact, been subject to the Holy See. Not subject in exactly the same way as, say, Italy or Spain, because they were in a different patriarchate.
Yeah.
But still, he cites a number of examples of Eastern acceptance, indisputably Eastern acceptance, of Roman primacy. In other words, appeals to Rome during various doctrinal crises and so on. So, he also pointed out that what is true orthodoxy, and he defines it at some length. You ask, what are the people, what is it to be orthodox? To receive the sacraments, to believe in the councils, to venerate the Virgin Mary and the saints. He goes on and on and on. He says, that is the true orthodoxy of the Russian people, and it's ours, meaning his, orthodoxy also. But it is also identical to true Catholicism. And that's a very important thing to understand. If you set aside for a moment the clergy yapping at each other the way they love to do, put that aside. Sorry, just smacking a priest around. Anyway, you put that aside, you see that sociologically, as it were, Catholicism and Orthodoxy are very similar indeed. And he saw what wishes a lot of Catholics and Orthodox saw, is the integral connection between Catholicism and Orthodoxy that all the attempts at schism have not been able to destroy. So.
Okay.
But basically, his point was that Orthodoxy cannot truly be itself unless it's reunited with Catholicism. But Catholicity cannot accomplish its major goals of evangelization and so on without the Orthodox, and specifically without the Russians.